Hi, it's me, and as usual, I am very late to the game. I'm sure you've all seen all the fan art from Spider-Verse, but I didn't have time to actually sit down and do it until recently. So, unfortunately, while I'm very late, I still had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you enjoy watching my progress. I actually started painting this on a live stream. You can follow me on Twitch down in the description. And I didn't finish it until, I want to say like a month later, just because of the amount of work I've been doing recently. So, it took me a while, but it's here. And honestly, I am pretty happy with it. And it was quite a challenging thing to draw. If you've seen any of the other videos on my channel, I don't really push proportions or push poses quite that much. I should, because that's kind of like what an animator should do. But everybody's scared of doing that. At least any artist that I know. They're always scared of pushing the proportions too much or pushing the pose too much. And, well, we maybe shouldn't be, because this took me so long to tweak, and I'm kind of glad I didn't do it on my stream fully. But I'm really happy with the pose and how it turned out in the end. Although, like, the more I stare at it, the more little mistakes I see. But I'm still pretty proud of it, and I think it's a pretty good attempt at this pose. And I did not have a reference for this, because who would be doing that kind of a pose? I think I got some references for the actual torso turning. I looked at people running and people stretching and stuff, but I actually didn't end up like following this specific pose from anybody. I did stand in front of a mirror and try to position my legs one at a time to see what kind of angle would it be, and like how much of the back of the foot you would be able to see. But in general, this was all kind of just pure construction, trying to get it right. I'm sure you'll be able to see that I line stuff and then I select it and make it shorter or smaller because it just doesn't look right. I'm sure somebody who's much better at anatomy and some dynamic poses would be able to point out even more mistakes that I didn't manage to correct. But this is learning. I'm still learning, and this was fun, and it was good to push myself to do something a little bit different from just a person standing there or a person just sitting there. A person doing something that's kind of epic is what I should be drawing more. But yeah, I really need to push myself a little bit more sometimes. And I'm glad I took my time to actually draw this, because if I rushed it, I probably wouldn't like it quite as much as I like it right now. I did make this into a print that you can buy in my shop, but my shop is currently closed because I'm switching over to another provider. So if I haven't changed it by the time this video comes out, then the link won't be in the description. But if I did make it a new shop, it's going to be in the description. So if you're interested, you can check that out. But yeah, everybody I know that has seen Spider-Verse is absolutely in love with it. And do keep in mind that a lot of my friends are animators or animation enthusiasts. So we really love the look of it. But like the story is pretty good as well. You can see me fiddling with the knee over there. Well, the knee was way too long in comparison to the other one. Yeah, but Spider-Verse was a lot of fun. I went to see it twice in the cinema. I think one of my friends went to see it about 5 times. I don't know, it's just the type of film that I went into and I felt like every time I see it, I see something new. Just because there were so many little things that you could notice about it. I know some people don't feel quite as strongly about this film, but I'm just glad that people are finally considering animation more as a medium that you would be doing something in rather than a genre, because it's not a genre, because you can have spooky films and you can have, I don't know, comedy, and you can have family film in animation. So it's not a genre, it's, you know, it's a medium. It's the same way live action filmmaking is a medium. Yeah, I don't think I've ever expressed my opinions on films and stuff on this channel before, so I don't know if you're happy to hear that, but I do have some opinions on film because I do learn in college about film and stuff. And I don't know, it's just interesting to see how people, after seeing Spider-Verse, actually made the connection that you could, in fact, you know, make different type of films and animation. Because in Western culture especially, it's kind of just, you know, genre for kids, and that's it. Although, you know, some people are trying to change that, and I'm kind of glad that they are. And regardless, I love animation a lot. Yes, sorry about all the rambling today, but it's just, Spider-Verse was a very influential film, I think. And I have a feeling a lot more will be made that's inspired by Spider-Verse. And I'm very glad that it is doing what it is, and like, it was a good story, and it was a fun film, and it looked stunning, and the jokes are funny. So I don't know what else you want me to tell you about it. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've already seen it. And unfortunately, I ordered the DVD for Spider-Verse, like, I think during Christmas, when they were doing the pre-orders. But only recently I found out that it is not coming out the same as the US release, which was like a month ago. No, it's coming out with the EU release, which is in for another month, so I won't be able to see all the extra content for another month. Because I think it's at the end of April and start of May that I will get it. So I'll just wait here, I guess, and wait for Spider-Verse to come. Which honestly might be kind of a good thing, because I'm finishing college second week of May, so I could just invite a few friends and could have a good time watching Spider-Verse, you know. Yeah, this, you can see that I've put quite a lot of detail into this painting. I don't know, I was just kept going. I tried to keep it in quite a comic book style. I did consider making this lineless at first, but then I was like, no, it's a comic, it's based on a comic, it has lines, so I decided to go with that. You can see the reference I had there. I just used that throughout and tried to do my best. You probably noticed that I actually forgot the under his jacket. I forgot to put in the hoodie, so I put it in later. Yeah, look at me drawing all the spider webs. That was probably the most annoying part, but it didn't take that long. And I'm just using a blue color to shade the green, just to give it a bit more dimension, just so, because his whole outfit is pretty grey, so I wanted to push the shadows in his green jacket. Yeah, the Michael Jordans were really hard to draw, especially that I couldn't find the exact angle I needed. I feel like the foot that's in front, it's still a little bit off, but you know what? It's there. This is basically it finished. I was just putting in some details and some light coming from behind him, and I actually completely forgot to record the last part of what I did. I didn't do any more painting, but I actually brought it into Photoshop and added some little things. So you'll see it in a second anyway, because I did a little speech bubble. When I made the print of it, I actually decided not to include the speech bubble, but it was there at this point. So you can see the finished product right here on the screen. I lightened all of the colors a little bit because I was making for a print, so I didn't want it to turn out too dark. And I added the spider sense little, I don't know, lightning bolts above his head. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed me rambling about Spider-Verse for 10 minutes. It's a good film. If you haven't seen it for some reason, go watch it. It's fun. If you like Spider-Man, you'll love it. If you like good films, you'll love it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!